welcome to TrojanVision News for January 18, 2018. I'm Paige Weeks.
And I'm Lauren Harkson. Thank you for joining us this evening. Mother Nature gave Troy University students a little break from class as snow and icy conditions shut down the school for a day and a half. Of course, the sub-zero temperatures didn't keep Troy students from enjoying a rare opportunity to play in the snow. Seth Carpenter gives us a look at how Troy students spent their snow day.
Snow. What is snow? It is a question asked quite often by students here at Troy who rarely get to see snow. But yesterday, students got to find out firsthand what snow feels like. And I had the opportunity to ask students what their plans were for the snow day.
I came out and I saw the snow, and then I went back inside where it was warm, and now I'm back out again. So,
to go home and get under the blankets and drink hot cocoa.
Just stay out here, make snowballs, and hopefully hit a bunch of people in the face with them.
Honestly, probably walking around Troy, looking at everything covered in snow. It all looks so pretty. Just want to take it all in.
To go home and get warm. It's real chilly out here.
In spite of the abnormally cold weather today, students still came outside to have some fun in the snow, and I got to ask them what their favorite part of the day was.
So it's like been walking around and taking cool pictures with my friend Jordan Taylor, and having an impromptu snowball fight with Justin. It was so much fun.
Probably getting to wake up and walk out to the snow and we just got a puppy, so take the puppy out and just play with him in the snow. It was a good time.
Watching the dogs play and staying inside.
probably waking up and then going and playing in the snow with my friends.
Honestly, just having fun in the snow with my dogs. It's been the most fun here.
Seth Carpenter, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Although the temperatures have warmed up a little bit since Wednesday, there are some areas with snow and ice still on the roads. Officials say to exercise caution while on the roads until the temperatures rise.
Troy University students will soon have a new recreation center. It is being constructed on the site of the former Sartain Hall parking lot, and tomorrow morning university officials will officially kick off the big project. Anna Kate Patterson gives us a look at what it took to get the project off the ground.
On Friday, Troy University will officially break ground on the new Recreation Center construction project. The Rec Center has been a pet project for past SGA presidents, and the current president, Ashley Morris, is glad to see it come to fruition.
So I would say 5. I'm the 5th SGA president that this has kind of been on the agenda for. And so right now is super exciting with all of us in transition. All of us really know each other. So it's a super important thing for all of us because we know that it's going to be so valuable to the student body and to the university as well.
And one of the SGA presidents who helped start the process of a new rec center on campus is planning on attending Friday's groundbreaking as a way of seeing his past efforts come to life.
We're so excited. Our previous SGA president, Cody Farrell, will be there. He was one of the SGA presidents who really head started and really pushed this on the agenda of administration. So we're super excited to bring him back for this and to celebrate this with him. And administration will be there to, talk about how important this is and how valued it is by our student body and by the people on our campus.
Although the groundbreaking will take place on Friday, Morris says it has taken a lot of work to build up to what students are seeing right now.
I do know that it is taken over a year. There has been work and meetings with contractors for over a year, and as well as students. So there have been students in those meetings really advocating on behalf of students for space, for equipment, for the things that we really want and that we think students will use. And so it's been a long progress. It's been a lot of hard work, and there are so many students who have put forth effort into making sure that it is everything that we can possibly get for students.
Anna Kate Patterson, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The groundbreaking ceremony will be tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. at the construction site next to Sartain Hall. The Johnson Center for the Arts has started off the new year with some new exhibits.
Nathaniel Rodriguez gives us a look at one of those new exhibits.
The Johnson Center for the Arts has opened its first exhibit of the year in its upper gallery. The exhibit features the artwork of Charlie Tin Man Lucas, a Selma artist known for turning found objects into works of art.
On this particular piece, you can find old roofing tin, old lighting fixtures, another lighting fixture, and it's a matter of just having an eye to pick those types of things out.
According to Hopper, the Johnson Center brought Lucas's artwork to Troy through a connection with its exhibition coordinator, Wiley White.
Many of the artists that we are able to exhibit here really come from connections around the state and those connections with Wiley White and others that share that with us.
Later in the year, Lucas will be at a reception for the artists at the Johnson Center, where he will answer questions about himself and his artwork.
It's a time to let the people that come to the reception experience the arts here and experience the artist.
Originally, the center scheduled the reception for Thursday night, but due to complications with snowy weather, it will be pushed back to another date, which has yet to be determined. Nathaniel Rodriguez, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The Johnson Center for the Arts is located on Walnut Street in downtown Troy.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
I'm Antonio Reese. Bouncing over to the men's court, the Trojans were also set to face off against the Mountaineers of Appalachian State. However, similar to the women's team, the game has been rescheduled to this Monday due to the snowy weather. In preparation for the upcoming game, guard BJ Miller discusses how the team is taking the extra day off to perfect their game come Monday.
Of course, we are teaching them a process to go through to cool off shooters, whether it's being physical away from the ball, whatever it takes. So teaching our players to play tighter defense on 3-point shooters, and then counting the number of turnovers we have at practice and having a consequence if we go over the number of turnovers that are allowed.
So we're there with the App State game being pushed to Monday. The Trojans will continue their conference play this weekend when they face off against the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina alongside the women's team this Saturday at 7:15 p.m. in Trojan Arena. For those not in attendance, the game will be broadcasted on ESPN3. Troy head football coach Neil Brown announced Thursday new titles and roles for a pair of his offensive assistant coaches. Matt Moore has been elevated to offensive coordinator in addition to his offensive line duties, while Sean Reagan will serve as co-offensive coordinator and coach Troy's quarterbacks. The Trojans will be back in action in 226 days when they will take on Boise State September 1st in the Vet. Passing things over to the court, where the women's basketball team was originally prepared to take on the Mountaineers of Appalachian State tonight. However, due to snowy weather, the game has been pushed back to Monday. The last time the two teams played, the Trojans were able to walk away with the dub in an 86-77 victory over App State. Head coach Chandler Rigby discusses how she has been preparing her team for the upcoming match.
For App State, of course, we are teaching them a process to go through to cool off shooters, whether it's being physical away from the ball, whatever it takes. So teaching our players to play tighter defense on 3-point shooters, and then counting the number of turnovers we have at practice and having a consequence if we go over the number of turnovers that are allowed.
With the App State game pushed to Monday, the Trojans will continue their conference play this weekend when they face off against the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina on Letters Winners Day this Saturday at 2 p.m. in Trojan Arena. Spinning things over to the track where the Trojans were supposed to be competing in the Sanford combined events. However, road conditions between here and the Magic City kept the team from making the trip. But there is still plenty left on the indoor schedule. Head coach Mark Davis speaks on how his team has been preparing through the holidays.
I think we're really hitting them hard with a little bit of training. Whenever you send kids at home, we don't know, or home with workouts, we don't know exactly what they did. So right now we just kind of have to shock the system so we can, I don't want to say start all over again, but give them a little bit of volume so we can actually go back into a taper and get them ready for a championship meet.
The next event on the team schedule will be the Emory University Invitational on January 28th in Birmingham, Alabama.